BTB Kicks here, and today we're going to be talking about why Jordans seem to be falling apart faster than ever. I just want to start things off by saying I am not a material scientist. I'm just a sneaker restorer, but I do handle hundreds of shoes. I see the pattern and I'm noticing things on different models, especially re-releases and things of that nature. So I'm just calling it out as I see it. Before we dive into the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. So to start things off, this is one thing that I noticed. The materials on sneakers seem to be thinner and thinner compared to older models. Now, I will say a lot of the new pairs don't seem as sturdy in hand as some of their older counterparts. That's just one thing that I noticed, and they just seem to be more susceptible to, I guess, wear and tear versus like older Jordans. So let's take the Jordan 3 for an example. The newer model of the 3s seems to be kind of more slim and tapered, I guess more modeled after the original, but based on, let's say, the black cement 3s from 2017, 2018, they're more thicker, they're more plush. Some might say they're a bit more chunky. I just felt like those were more quality than the newer pair from like 2024, I think. It's just the elephant print. You can see the difference in the quality of that. It's a lot thinner. They're using less materials on the shoes. It kind of just taken away from the durability of the shoes. I mean, I've seen shoes starting to yellow faster. The materials seem to be thinner and you wear through them faster as well. They have gotten slightly more comfortable, I will say, since they got rid of that foam insert that's like usually blue underneath the insole and started using the Dream Cell. But as far as the newer pairs go, I've noticed that they just seem to wear down much more faster than the older pairs. I feel like the 3s from back in the day are like tanks. You could put them through whatever, but the 3s that I see coming in now with the newer shape and newer model, I feel like they're just deteriorating faster, yellowing faster. It's just a whole bunch of mess. Moving on to topic number 2, sneaker prices went up, but the quality seems like it's going down. Leaning into this topic, I will say not all shoes are created equal. So for example, let's take a standard Jordan 4 versus special edition like a Nigel Sylvester collab. They're gonna put way more effort into that Nigel Sylvester collab than they will a GR Jordan 4. I mean, rightfully so, but at the same time, they should have that same craftsmanship and quality control over the general release pairs, because it seems like the quality is going down and the imperfections are getting more common, whereas the price, it just keeps on going up. So why should people have to pay for shoes that are way more expensive, but the quality is way lower than how it used to be in the past? I remember, like I said, 3s used to be tanks. 4s were kind of the same vibe back in the day, but now it seems like the 4s are a little bit more chunky, but the netting yellows faster. For example, the white cement 4s from 1999. They figured out a way to make the netting not yellow. So I've seen pairs that seem close to fresh out the box just on the netting, and it's almost like a 30-year-old shoe versus the 2016, which I have right here. This shoe is yellowing. And even with that, you could even take a look at this new problem that's happening on literally shoes within the past 10 years. So the 2016 pair, you don't see any yellowing on the stitching or around the parts of the shoes that have stitching on them and crease points. But on this white Oreo Jordan 4, it's just a lot of yellowing all around the toe and kind of like areas on the panel, which doesn't make sense. But it is a newer shoe, so 2021, how come this one is yellowing already? It's a 2016. That's a 5-year gap, and these still look better than these. Along with the cage, or the yellowing on the netting looks even worse on this pair. And I've seen that quite commonly with these all white Jordan sneakers, or Jordan sneakers with white panels and white stitching. For some odd reason, they turn yellow on the actual material. And I've seen it on Air Force Ones too, on the newer pairs. So I don't know what they're doing in the back when they put these together, but it's just, why are we paying all this money? And then especially if you don't hit retail, you're paying hundreds of dollars just to get a shoe that doesn't last you that long, especially if you leave them in the box. Oh my goodness. And to segue from that topic, I believe that these brands are coming out with shoes just for, honestly, like a fast fashion fad type vibe. Meaning they make these shoes just to capitalize on what's hot at the moment. They don't make them to last like they used to. They seem to deteriorate faster, like I've been saying this entire video. I even gave you an example with those 4s, how they're changing colors. Matter of fact, let me show you a crazy one. I actually keep a set of all these shoes that turned yellow for no reason next to me in the shop, so I can show customers if they ever bring in a pair and they're wondering, why did my shoes just change colors all of a sudden? I didn't even wear them that much. And these are donated pairs from customers who basically don't want the shoes anymore because of how bad they yellowed, just from not even wearing them. And they're fairly recent releases. So right in front of me, I have a pair of UNC navy blue 9s. These came out in 2018. Customer maybe wore these twice. You can see based on the bottom, the treads on those is still really good, like it's barely worn. But you see how the tongue looks. The tongue looks insanely yellow for how worn the shoe is. The shoe is not even worn, and it's yellowing on the stitching as well. So this shoe is just all around yellow. He didn't want the shoe anymore, so we just have it here to show customers that it's not their fault if their shoes turn. It's unfortunately just the way that they have been created. But before we dive into the next topic, I want to talk about my Discord. In my Discord, I have a group of sneaker restorers from all across the United States and other countries. In that Discord, you have 24/7 access to me and help from a community of restorers who are all trying to grow and advance in their restoration careers. We're all like-minded, and there's plenty of room to grow in this field. We also have weekly calls where we tune in and talk about our different issues and problems that we may face in our businesses and how to solve them. If you're interested in joining, feel free to check the link out down below, and let's get back to the video. We're gonna move on to the final topic, which is all of these shoes are being mass produced. I remember back in the day when I was younger, there was limited runs of sneakers and it almost seemed more special, but I believe during the era, people were all at home just chilling and they wanted to get into a hobby of some sort. So what did they pick up? Sneakers. The reselling, and they had the pandas going crazy and people, you know, buying those. Them seeing the success of those sneakers, of course they decided to mass produce even more and just run up the numbers. And that honestly, I believe, threw off the resale game. We have so many pairs, new colorways coming out every week. I remember they killed the Jordan 1 because they kept dropping new colorways every single week. And then with the 4s, it's basically cooked with them. As I'm recording this video, the Toro Bravos dropped today and they're already under retail before they even released. We're just seeing a whole shift from sneakers and people's interest. And we've heard complaints from the quality to the price and basically the frequency of releases. It just doesn't feel as special anymore. I'm saying all this to say, don't fall for the hype. If you want a shoe, just wait on it and get it at a discounted price. So you're not paying all this money for a lower quality shoe that won't last you as long. Instead of doing that, just wait until it goes on sale. Maybe catch them at your local outlet, online sales, all that stuff to make your dollar stretch further and you get more of your shoes that you wanna have for a better price. I have honestly switched from Jordans in general. I mean, they're still cool. I still have my pairs, but I do not wear them like that anymore. I've switched to comfort. As you can see on my feet, I got the Adidas Evo SLs. I mean, granted, I'm into running now, but I'm just into comfort as well. So you won't see me wearing too many Jordans, but you know, running shoes always go on sale, and it seems like all the new hot Jordans are gonna be on sale too. So with that being said, I hope you all learned something from this video, and I really hope you all just stop buying shoes on release day, ones that at least you know are gonna go on sale. I mean, you just gotta run the numbers and check the apps, check whatever. You could even message me to see what I think and I'll give you my verdict on what you should do. With that being said, I hope they do better and find a way to bring sneakers back, bring the excitement back. I mean, it's good being able to get the shoes that you want to get for the low and just don't have to fight anybody over it. But it just seems like it's overplayed and there's nothing really creative in the game anymore. But beware of all these things. Hope you all found value in this video. Let me know what you all want to see in the future down below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.